I'm here in the Dundas and Broadview area. This is where a beloved grandmother was shot and killed over the weekend, simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, this memorial you can see behind me, well, it's been growing by the hour. This is where friends, families, and neighbors, they have been gathering, many still in shock over the tragic death of 61-year-old Peggy Ann Smith.
She would never harm anybody. She'd never do anything to anybody to harm them.
And what is it about? What was it about your nanny that made the kids love to hang out with her?
Nice woman. She prayed for everyone.
An incredible sadness has fallen over this Riverdale neighborhood where 61-year-old Peggy Smith was shot dead Saturday evening. She was sitting on this back porch visiting with her 11-year-old granddaughter when the gunfire erupted.
I don't want to speak about that. I just want to speak about how a good grandmother she is.
Peggy was a fixture in this complex. She was simply known as Nanny Peggy to the neighborhood kids. She's described by loved ones as a church-going woman with a bright spirit.
She was just the kindest lady. She was a sweet soul.
Police believe that Peggy was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time and will not comment on a possible target, but the adjoining townhouse was riddled with bullets. Here's what we found when the police tape came down. There's a bullet hole. Looks like it was also, a bullet also hit there. Around the spike, you can see damage. There's a hole. Peggy's murder marks the third time in 4 months that this townhouse complex has been sprayed with bullets. Back in May, just a few doors down, a house was hit several times. Our cameras captured bullet holes in the railing and window. A few weeks before that, the next street over was also shot up. There are no cameras in this back alley, you say?
No, there should be, though.
Many here are not only rattled, they are scared and believe Toronto Community Housing needs to do more to protect its residents.
I don't see anything being done at all. Nothing being done about this. There should be cameras back here. There should be getting rid of all these people, the drug addicts, whatever, and the guns got to go.
TCH says it's very difficult to evict tenants they believe are dealing drugs or engaging in other criminal activities, but the agency has gone to the province for more power.
And those changes to legislation would make it a lot easier for us to get information about criminal activity that's taking place, and also make it easier to evict people and prevent those people from getting back into housing. And so we hope that the province might look at that and make some changes that'll make it easier for us to do that and keep the community safer.
So that was put forth to the province last year. So
Correct.
Where does that stand now?
I don't know. We haven't heard back.
Now, again, there are no security cameras in this back alley on that facing that back porch where Peggy was shot. But we're being told that there was at least one camera on the other side of these townhouses that may have captured the suspect's getaway, and it may have included at least one motorcycle. Now, TCH also tells me that it did do a walkthrough with members of Toronto Police yesterday looking for new and better places to put more security cameras in this complex. As for the vigil behind me, setup is happening right now. I'm being told that it will be underway about 8 o'clock tonight. We're also hearing that Mayor John Tory will be in attendance. Well, Avery, I'm here in the Dundas and Broadview area. I can tell you that a candlelight vigil will be held here tonight in honor of 61-year-old Peggy Ann Smith. She's a beloved grandmother who was shot and killed over the weekend while sitting here on a back porch. Of course, this murder has absolutely rattled and shocked this neighborhood. About 3 weeks ago, we actually brought you some disturbing statistics regarding the number of shootings in our city this summer, and I can tell you that the gun violence is showing no signs of slowing down. So here's a look at what's been going on in Toronto over the last 26 days. And I mean, this is just over the last 2 weeks. Look at all these different occurrences. That was August 3rd when we first showed you that police had reported 228 shooting occurrences so far in 2016. Fast forward to today, and we're now up to 273. That means there have been another 45 shooting occurrences in Toronto over the last 26 days. That includes the deadly weekend shooting of 61-year-old Peggy Smith. The most recent incidents of gunfire on our streets: a man was shot in the leg at Albion Road and Armel Court, just north of the 401. And our mayor says the violence can only stop if people speak up.
There are far too many of these crimes where people know things, and for a variety of reasons, they're not coming forward to be helpful to the police, and we need people's help to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't go on, and that the people who do these things are sent a very strong message by being brought to justice.
Now, to give you some context, this time last year, there were 165 shooting occurrences reporting in the city of Toronto. Now, again, behind me, this memorial here has been growing by the hour. This is where friends, family, and neighbors have been gathering to honor Peggy Ann Smith. A candlelight vigil will be happening here about 8 o'clock tonight. We're being told that Mayor John Tory will be in attendance, and a detective also came by the scene not long ago, and we're hearing that there could be an update in this investigation sometime tomorrow.